Hey everybody, it's Roseann Zaff from Live Fit, and I'm here with the folks at Lifepro and a bunch of Lifepro toys. Yeah, I'm calling them toys because you get to play with them, and I think working out should be fun. So today I'm going to take you through about a 22-minute workout. Now, it's been fun to watch Amber and Debbie as they're talking through the different products, and Amber had a couple really cool workouts the last 2 days. So, there's something for everybody with the Lifepro products, as she has demonstrated. Today I'm going to be working out with my Rumblex Pro 4D, the balance trainer, and the mini stability ball, aka the squishy ball. I've got my PowerFlow Plus dumbbells, and I've got the 3 yoga swirls. So I've got lots of things to work with, and this workout is going to be quick, 22 minutes. That means we're going to work out for 5 minutes, and then there's about a minute of recovery so we can get into the next piece of equipment, and then we'll go 5 minutes there. So I'm really grateful to have this opportunity to be able to present this equipment to you and to share with you some of my ideas of how I can work out, how I get my clients to work out. Those of you who don't know me, I just want to give you just a few things about me. I've been a professional fitness trainer for going on 24 years. I teach Pilates and yoga therapy, strength training, and I work with a client base, a demographics of 50 plus. My oldest client is going to be turning 94. And I do incorporate a lot of the Lifepro products, and they really enjoy the fact when I get a new product that they get to try it and then they buy it. So you start where you are. We all have issues in our tissues, and I get that. So posture is everything in all our workouts. Sure, I may count reps. I may use timers. I may do things like that, but I want you to start where you're at. So speaking of that, let me know where you're tuning in from. I know we're live right now on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and this will be recorded, so you'll be able to catch it later. I want to also suggest for some of you that don't have all the equipment that you can modify. You don't need to have a balance trainer. You can put literally a pillow down on the floor for now and just work on balance that way. But no, this is a great tool, and I'm going to be teaching another class next Wednesday. Same equipment, but some different moves. I will also tell you that a lot of this stuff I'm going to do is not going to be beginner level, although I'll give you some options to beginner, but I'm going to kind of crank it up to a little bit more, action, a little more instability, a little, some different moves. So you may just want to watch today and then replay it and catch 5 minutes and check that out and check out your form and everything, and then you can repeat it, because I'm trying to give you a lot of variety. So we're going to do a warm-up on the Rumblex. I'm going to take the balance trainer. I'm going to do a lot of leg work. That's going to be a cardio segment. That's going to, like I said, be about 5 minutes. Then I'm going to go to the PowerFlow Plus, and I'm personally going to be using 11 pounds, and then I'm going to dial it down to 4 pounds for the last couple things. So, you adjust accordingly, because when it comes to shoulder work, I've gotten stronger. I probably could go a little heavier, but I don't want to do that right today. But just again, you start where you're at. What else do I want to tell you? I also have on the Rumblex my bands attached to it. Now, depending on your height and your strength, these bands might be too easy or too hard. So you can adjust by how you hold the bands. You can hold them lower, you can knock them up, or you can hold the handle. So know that you can adjust it for a resistance for you, but the warm-up is that. We're going to warm up your shoulder joints, your elbow joints, your wrists, your ankles, your knees, your hips. Amber did an amazing job, as we know she does, talking about form in lunges and squats. And I will have a little bit of that, so I'm not going to go over lunges and squats that much. I'm going to talk about it, but not to the details she did. Make sure you check out her video on that. I also want to suggest, I'm not going to play music because of licensing issues, but put on some good tunes that you like, that get you moving, that get you kind of rocking and rolling, whether it's disco or oldies or some current stuff. But get some music in there that's going to be fun for you. I want you to be able to hear me, and I want to honor licensing of music, so I don't have any music like that is royalty free. So again, let me know where you're coming in from. Have everything ready. I'm going to move some of my things out of the way right now and then adjust my camera. But you will need everything pretty close by so that we can transition easily. I'm going to move my balance trainer out of the way. I'm going to move my camera down as well so you can see me. Okay, so let's begin. You will take your stability ball, your mini stability ball, and you're going to put it between your legs. Now, like I said, I'm in the Rumblex Pro 4D. I'm not going to go into a program because I'm only here for 5 minutes, and the default on this platform is 10. So let's start with oscillation, okay? And you won't need your bands yet, but have them handy. I'm going to bring my unit on to oscillation, and I'm going to go to a speed of about 20 to 25. I'm going to get this baby rocking and rolling a little bit. Now, a couple things. Take the ball. Let's put it behind your head. If you have a stability ball, if you don't, put your hands behind your head. Look down at your feet. Oh, let me start my timer. I got to do that. Oops, got to start my timer because I want to make sure I honor my 22 minutes. Okay, so here we go. You're going to hands behind the head. Posture is everything for me and for you for your workout. So push your neck back into your hands and look down for a second at your toes and then come back up. So we're going to take a couple breaths just standing here. And if you don't have the ball, that's okay. Put the ball here. Put your hands behind your head like this. Either way is fine. Okay, but I'm going to use the ball behind my head because it feels really good. We're going to breathe in and breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Soft knees. Exhale through the mouth. Do that one more time. Breath work. Bringing that oxygen in and exhale all the metabolic waste. Empty your lungs. Get all that trash out of the trunk there. And now the ball goes in between the thighs, heels together, toes apart. My hands are still behind my head. I'm going to bend my knees, elbows in, look down toward my toes, and then squeeze that ball and open up the elbows. Bring them down, look, bend. Now, again, this is a warm-up that's going to be a little different. It's Pilates based because I want to work on flexion of your spine and extension of your spine, making sure that your head is not forward the whole time when we're working with weights and other things. You've got 2 more of these and one more time. Excellent. Now, you're going to go ahead and bend down and grab your bands. We're going to put the palms up, and we're going to go ahead and keep the knees bent and straighten out. This is called offering. Push out, bend, and extend. The hands are no higher than the shoulders. And I'm only doing about 8 to 10 reps because I'm looking for quality movement. Exhale as you push, inhale. Let's do 2 more and 1 more. Now, you'll go ahead and separate your feet. You're in parallel. See how the ball is up tight? I want the inner thighs and pelvic floor to work. Bend your elbows. Elbows as high as your shoulders. We're going to bend the knees, bend the elbows, and push up. Exhale. I'm not looking for the elbows to go much higher than my shoulders. Shoulder blades go down. So I'm hinging and pressing. I like to think sitting back in a public outhouse, you want to sit back and not touch the toilet, right? Then I know it's a kind of a weird visual. Let's go 4. You can feel the heart rate coming up. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands down. Get rid of the ball. Put it to the side. Come wide. Now remember, hands behind the head. Keep your chin in. Your toes are out. I'm going to grab on. My thumbs are pointing together. I'm going to touch my knees and come up to my armpits. Touch my knees. A little bit of upright row. Elbows wide. Chest lifted. Think about the chest lifted rather than the chin. And exhale. I always stand with soft knees. I never lock it out. Let's go for 5. Exhale 4. All the air out. And 3, 2, 1. You're going to walk your feet in again. Now, from here, I'm going to keep my bands crossed, just like this. I've got my heels together, my toes apart. I'm going to rotate up to a goalpost. Adding the knees, I'm going to bend. I'm going to come onto my tippy toes, squeezing. Now, this is balance. I'm getting those feet, my ankles, my toes. My elbows are in front of my shoulders, knuckles to the sky. I'm not lifting my arm bones up and down. They stay still. I'm rotating this rotator cuff muscles. Pretty important. I work with my clients a lot of rotator cuff work. Strengthening the shoulder joints before we add weight. 2 more and 1 more. Now I'm going to uncross my bands, separating my feet about hip distance. We're going to do what's called prancing. So I bend one elbow and I bend the opposite knee. And I'm coming up on my tiptoes. A bicep curl, and then I push the knuckle down to the platform to get a tricep contraction. And let's go for 5 and 4, 3. Chest is lifted, chin is in. 2. How's that heart rate? Mine is up. And 1. Last but not least, bring the feet together, soft knees. Take a big breath in. Bend your elbows. Press your hands behind your head. Lift your chest in. Nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Extension through the spine. The heart's lifted. And we are going to be done in a few seconds here. So get rid of your bands. That's the bell. I heard it ding, ding, ding. I'm going to bring my camera down because we're coming into our next set, which is going to be with the balance trainer. So I'm going to shut my platform up. You have about 20 seconds. Grab some water. Taking the balance trainer. Oops, I do want my squishy ball. Matter of fact, I just threw it aside. Okay, hands are going to hold the ball. I'm going to give you all options on this. We're going to begin in 3 seconds. Here's your first option. They're going to be toe taps. So I'm going to press, press. So you asked me what vibration. I was in oscillation with a level of about 25. So here's that first option for you folks that don't feel comfortable on the balance trainer. Here's your second option. I'm up, up, down, down. I'm alternating. My left foot comes up, my left foot comes down. My right foot comes up and down. So I just want to alternate. And we're going to do this for about 20 more seconds, just getting our balance for a second and then losing it. The thing about balance is you want to practice to catch it, not maintain a stiff balance on a piece of equipment, but just finding it. Okay, that's what it's all about, finding balance. Exhale. Great. 1 more. Now, from here, we're going to come to the side. So I'm on the right side. I'm going to tap. Now, this is one option. You can tap into it, okay? And tap and push out. Here's your second option for those of you, but notice my knee. I'm just coming over my ankle just a bit, pressing off. The quad's working. Here's the next option. Exhale. We're going to go 10 on this side. My heart rate is already coming up and I almost lost my balance. Here's 5 more. Kick that heel out. Working the glute medius. 3, 2, and 1. You can transition by coming up and over. I'm going to move this Bosu out or the balance trainer the way. Tap is your option. First, just tap, find it. You can lunge into it. That's your next option. The third option, here we go. Up, lift, and I'm just pressing the ball out, working my chest muscles. There we go. We've got 6. I want to count these. How's your heart rate? 3. You know, I do prefer the balance trainer with the Bosu. I like the size of it. I like the texture of it. Much better. I'm so glad we have it with Lifepro. And last one here. Great. Now, here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to practice our balance again from the side. You're going to bring the knee up, left knee up and down. Switch. Up, down, knee up. Press it up. Give it a shot. Even if you're not familiar with doing these things, my left side for some reason today is really funky, but that's okay. I keep working it. Push up. 5, 4, getting the deltoids to work, pressing that ball. 3, the deltoids are your shoulder muscles. And 2, knee up, head is over the shoulders. 1 more each leg. Excellent. Okay. We've got 2 more minutes, less than 2 minutes here. You're going to come down and you're going to turn that balance trainer around. Heart rate's still up, so take your time coming down. Yep, it means you come down on the ground. The ball is between your knees. I just want you to sit here for a second, taking a deep breath in out. Make sure the heart rate comes down a little bit. Head and shoulders down. Elbows in. We're going to squeeze that ball and bridge up. So the balance trainer today is all about lower body. Working the booty. Here's your options, because there's always an option. When you come up, you're going to bring 1 foot up. Hands are down, bring the other foot up. Oh, that works hamstrings and glutes a lot more. Okay, so I lift and kick, lift and kick. I'm just going to do 4 more, then I'm going to add 1 final touch to this. Keeping squeezing that ball. 1 more. Now, get rid of the ball, folks, and you're going to lift your hips, right leg up to the sky, point the toe, and poke a hole in the ceiling. Here's the challenge, arms up to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. You can keep your elbows in. You're going to lift your hips, lift the leg, and poke a hole with your left toes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, perfect timing. 3, 2, 1. That was 5 minutes of lower body. Roll it up. Get rid of that balance trainer if you want. Next, we're going into arms with the PowerFlow. We've already got 10 minutes out of this, okay? I'm using 11 pounds to start. Okay, here's your option. I'm actually going to bring my balance trainer back because I'm going to give you options. So the first one we're going to do, I know, since I'm on the ground, let me start around. Head and shoulders on the balance trainer. If you don't have it, don't worry. Head, shoulders. Lift your hips. Oh my gosh, we're still doing butt muscles. Press up. Weights together. You can keep your hips lifted or you can add with me down and up. Let's go for 10. Inhale, they're hip thrusts. 9. Exhale, look toward the weight. This is going to keep your heart rate going. That means we're burning some calories. And about 5 more. These are tricep press-ups. Here's 3, down and up. 2, the weights are touching together. Hold up there if you'd like. Touch the weights together, bring the elbows down. Don't let them touch the ground. Let's press. To cause more challenge in the core, bring your feet together. Again, you've got only 10 of these. We've done, this is our 4th one. Look over your chest. You're halfway there. Keep lifting those hips. Press into the feet. Last 3. We're going to make a quick transition. 1 more. Bring the weights to your chest. Lower your butt. Weights come down. Roll yourself up. Come to standing, please. Carefully. Okay. Now from here, we're going to do a bicep curl with a shoulder press. I'm going to take my left arm and push up and down. That's your first option. 1 weight at a time. You can add knee up, press, opposite knee. I'm giving you a little challenge there, aren't I? You can also add stepping on the Bosu. I'm going to do that next. So there you see my form. I'm going to come up, lift. I have the wrong leg. So up, knee up, bicep curl to shoulder press, bicep curl to shoulder press. Head is over the shoulders, lift the knee, plant your feet, press up. We bring the weight to the shoulder and lift. How are you feeling with this? Up and lift. Let's go a couple more each side. This is a compound move. We've got a lot going on here. That is so funny. I'm barefoot, and I like working out barefoot because I can really use my proprioceptors of my feet to talk to my brain to help me with my balance. Here's the last one. Up and down. Okay, quick transition. That's why we love these. I'm going to lighter weights. And down, flick it out, open up. 4 pounds it is. I probably could go to 7, but I'm going a little lighter here. Okay, I've got 2 minutes left. This is the good news. Here's the bad news. We're going to go into option 1. Knees wide. We can take opposite leg and just kind of sway side to side. Notice my arm's not any higher. If you don't like the sway, you can bend and lift. Again, I want options that work for you, but are out of your comfort zone. Okay, so I've got some reps going here. Let me add on to this. My left leg is on. My right hand is going to be on my shoulder. I'm going to lift opposite arm and opposite leg. How about that one? Let's go for 10, 9. I already did 2, didn't I? 8. Big heart rate move. 7. And this is only supposed to be arms. Oh, you can never do enough of the outer legs. Can you hear me puffing? 3. Good thing I ate some pizza yesterday. I'm burning off. 1 more. Okay, other side. Remember, you can stay with that option, 1 arm and the other, or here you go with me. Oops, and up. 10 of these guys. Head of the shoulders. Check in. Pull that chin in. Soft landing. 6 to go. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. 1 foot on. Heart rate's going to come down. Hands at your hips. Press out. Oh, good. You just ordered. Yay. Save it, save it, save it. It's going to be a good workout for you. Oh. Okay, I'm just pushing back. Look at my arm length. Keep the elbows back. Push. Chest lifted. My head is not forward. Pull your chin and pull your belly. You got 5, 4, 3. It challenged you. Let's go here. The other leg. Whoops. 2 and 1. Time's up. Put these bad boys away. 15 minutes down. You have less than 22 seconds. Get your yoga swirl. Get rid of this balance trainer. Okay. Doing okay? So you're going to start with the small. And we warmed up our hips a lot. So you can come down, lay. Let me put myself this way. You're going to lay down, lift your hips under the sacrum. Now, I want to make sure you know that you should not be turning your head. I can, don't you? Elbows planted, hands down. Tabletop. Find balance. Breathe. Push one leg out. Get a little stretch. Open up that hip. And then switch. Okay, that's the first option. Okay? We're just going to do about 8 on each leg. This action here, elbows down, fingers up, is called gunslinger arms. I refer to that a lot in my work. The shoulders stay planted. Here's where we're working on real core stability. Okay, 2 more each leg. Get a good stretch. Lower that leg down with hip flexor stretch. 1 more each side. Hands down. Knees right over the hips here. Feel that, okay? Straighten your legs. Don't worry if you can't straighten as much as mine. You might have a bend. That's okay. Look toward your toes. 1 leg down. That opposite leg, opposite arm. Stretch it back. Okay? Now you're going to bring it up and switch. Okay, kind of like a dead bug. Now, if you're not comfortable with moving your arms, you can always keep your hands by your side. But I want big scissors. And exhale. Inhale. Okay, now I'm just scissoring out. I've already done this, but now I'm adding the leg scissoring, right? So you really separate. These are kind of like stretches at the same time. Beautiful. Shoulders stable. Let's do 3 more. You can add both arms. Here's an option for those of you that can have the strength to do it. Bring it up for 5 and 4. Keep the belly pulled in. 3. Notice I'm only doing a few of these. 2 and 1. You bend your knees. 1 foot at a time comes down. Lift your hips. Knees to the chest, head and shoulders up. You're going to push into your thighs and roll yourself up. Find your medium roll. Okay, we've only got 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Hold on. Look at your knees. Push up. Aren't you glad we worked our glutes? We know where they're at. Hands behind your head. I want you to roll your head back and drop your butt. Get that big chest opener. We're going to open up the intercostals, the rectus abdominis, and you're going to push back and look toward your belly. I'm pushing my head into my hands. I'm not just cranking my hands into my head. Inhale and exhale. Eyes gazing forward, eyes gazing up. This is a great spine massage, and a healthy spine is what Joe Pilates says is the key to longevity. Let's go for 5. You might be sliding away. Anchor your feet. 4. This is more about the upper thoracic flexion. Forget this. Make sure you can put a fist under your chin. That's super important. You can drop the head back, but a fist distance. You're not jamming. You got 2 more. Big breath. Exhale. 1 more. And here we go. Drop your butt down. Grab your knees. Give yourself a squeeze. This one is my favorite. I hope you like it as much as I do. I'm on my side. Here are your options. You could just be here, okay? And you're just going to do little lifts. When you're up high, this is harder, so you might use a smaller roll. But I want to suggest this is where we're going for, okay? I'm going to be on my rib cage. My knee is down. My elbow is very light under the shoulder. Hand behind the head. There's my alignment. My head is not forward. I'm going to lift and lower. Pretty simple. Now, what I'm looking to do is work these muscles here and, of course, my hips. Core is just not about your belly, okay? Now that you have this, you get a little stretch in the hip and then a lift. 2 more. I'm going to add on. My hand's going to hold my head, my arms up, and I'm going to lift a little higher. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's turn it around, other way. Okay, option, smaller roll, hip on the floor. The option I have, we're lifting up. Knee is supporting, hand behind the head. And we're just going to lift and lower first. Belly in. I want to make sure my head, there it is. My head is back. And I just want to get that lift, but I want to feel these muscles working. Over time, you're not going to need this swirl, but this is a great way to start doing side planks. Okay, let's add the arm. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, big stretch. 5 into the lats. 4, so you're working your core and stretching at the same time. 3, 2, and 1. You're going to come on down. Finally, we're going to go into our wide leg stretch. Hamstrings tight, bend your knees, walk forward. Get a nice flat back here. Now watch my back on. It's super important, everybody. You might want to even, here's our last 4 minutes. We're going to really stretch into it. You're going to come forward, exhale. Okay, and then back. Stretch into it. And back. Give me a chest lift. And back. Okay, 1 more time. Walk it out. Drop your head. Get a big stretch here. Take a breath in and a breath out. You're going to roll yourself up. So we're going to just fit in with a final side stretch here. Your legs can be here. We're going to lay over it. Just stretch over your side body. Hand behind your head. Take a big breath in and out. Relax your legs. Just feel that opening. So a 5-minute warm-up. 5 minutes on the balance trainer. 5 minutes with our weights. 5 minutes with the swirl. And I'm spending a few minutes now just to kind of bring everything down. Just giving you some options. Just to get a nice little stretch. Again, your leg could be out, and you can just take it over. Just let your head drop. Always check with your head. This is like the number one thing I see with everybody is their head is out. When you're doing squats, do not lift with your chin. Put your hands behind your head. Keep yourself honest with your alignment there. Same thing with lunges. I'll be demonstrating more of that next week. Take a nice big breath in and out. Great. So let's come on up slowly on our knees. Your hands are on the wheel. You're going to bring your hands onto it and push your hips back. Pull your belly in. Let your spine stretch forward. Head heavy. Tuck your chin, roll up, and then reach away. Do that again. Roll up, reach away, and roll up, reach away. Last time, I'm going to roll up. We're doing a quick hip flexor stretch. You're going to go into the left knee, and you're going to walk out and feel that stretch in your right hip. I'm light on my knee. I'm really pressing down on the top of my foot, pushing down. Watch my head. I'll say that probably another 1,000 times. Chin in, come back. So somebody asked how much is the wheel. Maybe someone in my back office can answer that question. I'm not really sure right this very moment. So, Laura, do you know what that is? The wheel, how much that is? Breathe. Okay, guys, you're just going to go ahead and sit in a comfortable seat. Take that wheel. Take this medium wheel here. I'm going to take hands behind your head again. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of press into the wheel, elbows wide, elbows in and out for 5 and 4, 3, 2, one more time. Your hand will go to the side. Take a nice big stretch up. Get a tricep stretch. You can check out the wheel prices on the Lifepro website. And you know Joel, he's always offering a deal. Great. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that workout. 22 minutes. We had a minute of recovery in each one. It gave you a chance to get your heart rate to kick up. I didn't start my Apple Watch. I'm curious how many calories that burned. But hopefully you feel good in your body. Your joints are happy. They're feeling healthy. Your legs are feeling strong. Want to make sure you hydrate because that's super important. And I hope you'll join Amber and Debbie and I in other social media lives. But check us out on YouTube. We've got a slew of exercise videos for you. If there's anything you want to work on, put it in the chat box. Let me know. Let Amber know. Let Debbie know. My specialty is really more Pilates and yoga therapeutic moves. But I do the strength training as well. I love, love, love these products. I hope you do too. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great today. Oh, $69.99 for the swirl. That's it. She just received hers. Good for you. I hope you enjoy it. Bye for now.